So this is the pocket hose that I recently got, and I gotta say one of the things I'm most impressed about is just the feature that allows it to expand. So just to quickly demonstrate that this is, regular size, but then I press it, hold it real tight, I can expand the same section up to, what is this, 2 times, 3 times? 3 times? 3 times the length of it is, and then it quickly shrinks back. So yeah, this has a little kind of, not sure what this is, but kind of like stitching padding on the top right here. And I'm assuming it is a stretchable material underneath that allows it to stretch this much, which is, it is great for storage because when you're not in use, you can put it somewhere else when it is not stretched out. But when you do need it for like an extra few feet, instead of buying a new hose, or instead of getting an extension for your hose, you would just simply stretch it, and it is quite amazing. And because of this, it is not gonna get caught. When it does get caught around the corners of like sharp objects, it is less likely to puncture and break because it is more of a flexible material. And the neat feature is, although I didn't get 100 feet, it can expand up to 100 feet if I needed to for the whole hose, which is very impressive. It features a super high, tough 3-layer latex inner tube, kind of provides the durability and especially the flexibility that you see. The outer sleeve of the hose is kind of like 3 times stronger than other pocket hoses, enduring a long-lasting use. The hose also has an extra large 3/4 inch diameter and kind of robust faucet connectors for kind of secure and leak-proof connections. The connectors are made out of copper and aluminum, providing kind of durability and resistant to corrosion. The hose is lead-free and safe for drinking water, and the connectors and tube inside are especially designed to be safe for drinking water too. It also comes with a removable nozzle that you can put on real quickly, and if you have your own nozzle, you can obviously not choose to use this one, but it has a multi-functioning right here. It is super easy to squeeze. It has a kind of ergonomic, more of a grippy handle right here. As you can see, it's super easy. And this hose works with spray nozzles, it works for sprinklers, it works with any standard garden connections. It is customized based on the watering needs. So yeah, I'm super impressed with this, and I'm honestly surprised that this is able to function, because as you can see, the stretchiness of this is honestly amazing. It goes super far, basically 3 times the original length. And as you can suspect, this is suitable for all kind of weather conditions, so it makes this a really versatile and convenient choice to add to your gardening or like watering functions. It also comes with an instruction manual and a little bit of fittings to kind of really tightly secure. I got this hose and I was wanting to go over some questions I saw that people wanted to ask me. So one of the first questions is, can the nozzle be removed and can it be replaced with a kind of piston nozzle? And yes, this is the nozzle that it comes with, and obviously it is removable. You can replace this with other nozzles that you have, as long as they are a 3/4 inch diameter. Any like standard garden hose with those measurements, you should fit this quite well. And can this hose stay in a covered container year-round outdoors in a cold climate state? And yes, but you gotta think about any hose when it has water built up and it freezes, the ice kind of when it freezes expands a little. So you gotta remember that you don't have any water in here when it is freezing temperature. So you just gotta drain the hose, and it should be fine throughout all winter. But yes, just keep in mind that not just with this hose, any hose, if you have water inside, and especially if it's water fully inside, if it's just like a little bit of water, it should be fine. But it's filled with water and it freezes, it will damage the hose, so just keep that in mind. Is both ends of this made out of metal or plastic? The both ends are made out of metal right here. It is kind of copper and aluminum, I think. So it really makes a high on the durability scale. And is 100 psi too much pressure for this? I think the recommended psi for this is under 80. So I would use caution if you're going that high, but I would assume because of how like durable this hose, you maybe test it out to, but under your caution, of course. But yeah, I would say maybe, but most likely not, because it is recommended for under 80. Can you attach 2 hoses together? And yes, you can. I think these hoses right here is made to attach together. Yes, I can screw this hose into each other, so you can buy 2 lengths, connect them and kind of extend them if you want to, or you can buy any other hose as long as they have a 3/4 diameter. You can connect it onto this hose and you can be on your way. Can you take the sprayer off, take the nozzle off, and kind of put it on a sprinkler? And yes, obviously, as you can see, the nozzle kind of comes off. But also, yes, if you have a sprinkler that has a 3/4 diameter, you can attach this onto there. And because the sprinkler doesn't require too high of water pressure, it can very definitely be used by this. And even ones with like super high pressure, as long as it measures under like the 80 psi, as I've talked about, it should be fine. Can you turn the water on and off with this without going to the original water source? And yes, because of the nozzle, because once you have the water on, you need to spray it for the water to come out. If you have the water running consistently, it will just be on the hose. It will not come out unless you use the nozzle. Obviously, if you don't use the nozzle, then the water will be leaking the whole time. But yeah, if you do use the nozzle, you don't have to worry about going back and shutting off and turning back on the water. So just make sure you have this attached if you want the water just to be in there for ready to be used. And yeah, been using this for several months, and honestly I am super impressed with this performance and durability, and just the overall the special feature of it being like expandable. I'm like gripping this hard. As you can see, it basically, oh man, I thought it would go to 3 times, but maybe 4 times the original length. This is super convenient because when you want like a longer hose, you don't necessarily want to buy a new hose. You don't want to buy an extension for your hose. You want like maybe a little bit of 10 feet. You just wish sometimes you have that little extra distance without having to get a new hose. And this is just perfect for that because you can extend, but also because it comes back to its original form after you have extended it, you can have a shorter hose so you don't have as many hoses lengths around, so you can store it in a smaller space because it is not taking up 100 feet of hose. Yes, this can expand up to 100 feet, but you don't need to store 100 feet of hose, which is quite convenient. And because of that, another interesting aspect is the weight. Because I'm not carrying around 100 feet of hose, I'm just extending up to that. It is not as heavy. It is surprisingly light also, because this is I would say maybe like not even like a few pounds. This is like super light. So yeah, you kind of get best of both worlds. You can get the you can get to places that you need a long hose for without having the weight, without having the storage, a lot of hose. So I think this is a very good, convenient, and very good feature of this hose. And how it works is basically it has a triple layer latex inner hose that is designed to be strong and flexible, and it withstands up to regular use without any sign of leakage. I also went over some of the questions. I think the question is how much PSI can this handle? The recommended PSI is 80, which is quite a bit. It's not like extremely high, so you can do quite a bit of like heavy water pressure with this. You can definitely put this up to your sprinkler. It's great for that if you need to move your sprinkler around. Now you have like an extended range with the sprinkler too. And yeah, as you notice, there is an outer and inner sleeve. The outer sleeve is kind of made to give extra protection when you get caught around the corners. The sleeve kind of takes the pressure off of the inner tube, so it won't break as often because of the outer layer right here. And just the overall layer is more durable than other pocket hoses also. The connectors right here is made out of copper and aluminum. They're super sturdy and they're resistant to corrosion. Just ensure that the connection is reliable, that you kind of twist it on super securely so you don't have any leaks, don't have anything like that. And also the tube inside is designed to be water drinkable safe. So if you have this running between waters that you want to make drink from, this is super safe. You don't have to worry about any toxins or any chemicals going into your water. Also comes with this hose with a lot of neat features inside. As you can see, this is the handle. You can attach this onto the hose, or another special feature is you can attach the hose, both ends onto itself. Not exactly a special feature, but it is a good feature to have. You can also attach this to other hoses that also share the 3/4 inch diameter. So you don't really need to get an extra hose with an extra fitting. But yeah, I'm overall very satisfied with this. This has been very convenient and super satisfying to just stretch this thing out also, because it comes back every time. I've used this for like quite a while now, quite a few months, and I've not seen any wear and tear. And it's not like poked or stripped or like punctured anywhere. But also most importantly, every time I've stretched it, it has come right back. So I assume this thing is not gonna kind of wear out over time. It is not gonna not come back. I would say because of the way that it's built with latex, it is super reliable and super sturdy, that it'll be able to do its job for a long time.